Why thinking that yellow app mtase? If they've never told you about it, let me be the first. Hi guys, my name is Sean. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, baby, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Okay, babe. You need to subscribe right now. If it's the quality, then subscribe for the quality. If it's the stories, baby, stay right now. This one is for you. You guys have been asking me why and how I met Labubu. Why was I dating Labubu? Because for you, it's current affairs. These news are current affairs. It's new to you what I was doing with Labubu. And I've seen that a lot of you actually know who I'm talking about, which is fitting for these story times, okay? That's it. It's meant to teach. And I've decided in my story times, I'm going to have a core that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And the core for today is saying no to being a side dish. Oh, don't be comfortable being a side dish, babe. Actually, there's no comfort there. I know that for sure. You are not comfortable being a side dish. So don't be. Don't allow it. Don't allow any man, any woman make you a side dish. Unless, of course, they're paying you millions. Even at that, I feel like, yeah, it will take a lot. Just don't do it. How I met Labubu. Okay. One thing about myself, I've always known who I am, what I'm about, what I'm into, and what I want. Okay. I just needed time to sort of figure it out, accept it, and keep it moving. Because one thing about me, I assess situations first before just jumping into them. What I mean by that is that when I was younger, in high school, I took time to accept myself before actually engaging in these activities, if you know what I mean. So I was introduced to the yellow app when I was 19. Now, you know the app I'm talking about, the ghetto app. Okay. I was 19, was introduced into it, and I just didn't engage in it because, again, I was taking time to what? Figure myself out. Now, let's jump into how I met Labubu. I had been on the app for, I think, a month and a half. Now, let's get into how I started engaging with Labubu on the yellow app. Now, like I said, I had taken time to accept myself. So, guys, full disclosure, if you didn't know, I literally had no idea who Labubu is prior to talking to him. Okay, I did not know who this person is, never heard of him, never in a millionaires knew there was a person called Labubu. Okay, just so I laid the foundation of everything. We start talking with Labubu. Labubu is basically telling me that, okay, I'm interested in you. I want us to meet. And mind you, it's during lockdown times. This is 2020. At this point, I've turned 20. I remember it was in June. It was in May when we started talking. And then we finally got to talking again in June 2020. So I I was a baby boy, okay? This was my first time out there in the streets. So I was not about to focus on one person. I was talking to multiple people, doing things with multiple people. Not gonna lie, not gonna shy away from it. Again, I had taken time to do some self work, inner work, before actually coming out here and doing my things. So I explained that to Labubu. Me and Labubu were very talking, we're very kiabua, we're very let's get to know each other type of situation, which we, I guess, eventually did. Now, I think 3 months into talking to Labubu, and I was very cautious in meeting Labubu for some reason. When he sent me his pictures, when he told me what he does, who he is, Labubu is 15 years older than me, in case you didn't know from my previous story times. Labubu being 15 years older than me, I think that's why I was a bit cautious in meeting him. Because again, it was giving very blessy vibes. And I finally agreed to meeting Labubu. I remember it was July, you know, it was in the day I met Labubu. I remember was the day Somi's mother passed away because I remember it was a headline when we met. Anyway, what Labubu does, and again, blessy vibes. What Labubu does is he sends a car to my house to come pick me up, to take me to his house. Mind you, it's lockdown, so most places are very closed. Very closed. So the date was gonna be at his house. And get me now, I bath, I look good, I look nice, I look cute for that time. Okay? And I go to Labubu's house in this driver. At this moment, I am texting my cousins, I'm texting my sister, and I'm telling them, like, listen, if I get kidnapped, this is my live location. This is where I'm at. And this is who I'm meeting. I shop great. I get to Labubu's place. Wow. Okay. Modest house, cute nyana, dogs. Cute. Now we get there, there's a friend of his around. We started chatting with everyone. It's just the three of us. Okay, we started chatting. Things are good. Things are cute. Now I quickly clocked it that no, man, Labubu just wants to what? It's giving hookup. And Gemina, I was not gonna be that babe. No. Now at this house, he starts telling me about his partner. Excuse me. Did I hear that correctly? Did you say you have a partner? I don't know if this worked for Labubu with other people, where he'll tell them that he is a partner, but I'm into you. Like, we can keep this hush hush. I'll do anything for you. I'll be here for you. Da da da. You can be my second partner or whatever. It was definitely not going to work with me. Oh, it was never going to work with me. It's never going to work with me. If you ever decide to come to my DM and you already have a partner and you want to be my partner, it's never going to work. That's just not how I roll. But again, I'm not judging to those who do that. Okay? It's not my thing. Me, Ezra Sean. So he tells me about this partner. He tells me how this partner is a cheese boy, how this partner is spoiled. I guess he was trying to basically sell this idea that he is funding the partner's lifestyle. And, I should be enticed into also being a part of that, I don't know, triangle. It's tembo. Polygamy. No, I was not impressed. Now, it doesn't mean I had money in my pocket, loads of money. No, I was just not impressed with it. And at the time, I remember I was a YouTuber, babes. I was making my money. You could not tell me nothing. That 10K rands, that 20K rands that I was getting, you could not tell me nothing, okay? As a 20-year-old, 19-year-old, you can't tell me nothing. Oh, you can't tell me nothing because I have money, babes. So what he was trying to do, it was definitely not working for us or for me and him. So I was basically like, nah, that's not gonna work. If you wanna be with Samia and you're telling me that you don't wanna be with your partner anymore, you're just there because you're staying in the relationship, da da da, then really I'm not the one to be a side dish. Oh, I'm not the one. I told him exactly point blank. If you and I are to keep talking, and this was me at his house, mind you. So the balls I have, and I don't know what conversation had been had before I got there, but his friend makes himself scarce. Like I said, it was giving very hookup situation. I didn't know better. I was naive at the time, okay? It was giving very hookup situation. So his friend makes himself very scarce and moves away and leaves the yard, not just the house, the yard, child. And I'm thinking to myself, nothing is going to happen, babe. Nothing is going to happen. And nothing happened. Come to think of it, I was always that boy, man. So when the friend made himself scarce, like the dollar, unfortunately, that's when the news broke that Somizi's mother had passed away. I remember it because it was that day. I'm not sure if it was the 8th of June or July, but I know it was around June and July. It was between June and July. So the friend makes himself scarce. We're busy chatting. And really, when you're talking to Labubu, one thing about Labubu, he seems like such a genuine, sensible person, And I'm not saying he's not sensible, but I'm also saying he's not sensible. Like, he is definitely not what he presented himself to be. And he's very good at portraying himself as, this person who's from a very affluent background, who's very, learned, very educated. And one thing about myself, I'm not going to lie, I'm very attracted to smart people. If you sound smart and you give me, and at the time, child, I was 20, so he sounded smart in all the right places. So if you sound smart and give me those smart vibes, like you're very wise, very intelligent, you've got me. Oh, you've got me, because one thing about me, if you're not smart, it's all just bums and whatever. There isn't much I'm getting from you, so what am I doing talking to you? I don't have to waste that time. I'm already cute. Okay? And I think Labubu would portray himself, and he did portray himself as a smart person, very affluent. One thing about me, I will ask, and he started telling me about his relationship with this person, you know, which I now know. This I'm very cool with this person now, funny enough. But at the time, I did not know anything. Like I said, I was very new into this industry. So what did I know, child? Nothing. I knew absolutely nada, zero, zilch. He tells me about this person, and he is basically, like I said, talking as though he's funded this person's lifestyle. This person is busy cheating on Labubu. However, Labubu is also now starting to cheat back. That's basically how he framed the whole thing, which I'm not gonna lie, I was not buying. Oh, I was not buying shame because one thing about me, I'll clock BS from a mile away, but I'll stay for the plot. Okay? I'll stay for the plot. I'll have fun with the plot because I want to see how this movie ends. Yeah, the friend eventually comes back and realizes that, oh, nothing happened. And he even said, you guys are still dressed up. And I asked, what did you expect to happen, babe? And couples, I was not much of a drinker. So, and they started drinking alcohol. They offered me, I think it was gin. We started drinking gin. The friend, my close friend now came. Now there is a boy who comes. Now it's a whole price situation. It's a chillers kind of situation because now there is my friend, who was not my friend at the time, with his partner. The partner happens to be besties with Labubu. So it's now the four of us, right? Now there's also Labubu's friend who was here throughout. And then comes this boy. This boy was named after, and it's not his real name, so I'll say it. This boy was named after a character from Uzalo. If you've watched Uzalo, he was named after Unjeza. Now, Unjeza character, that's exactly how the boy was. So Unjeza is busy outside buying meat, you know, minding his business, not talking to anyone, like busy just buying the meat, feeding the dog. So I can tell that Unjeza is used to here. Unjeza is used to Labubu, he's used to this house because he knows where things are. He's busy getting meat, he's buying, he's doing the things, man. And I'm thinking to myself, who are you? Who it's you? And one thing about me, I'll ask. Again, it's for the plot. So I ask, how? This guy, who is he? It's like, yeah, he's the person I've been with. Um, because again, my partner is busy cheating on me. So I've been with this person. That's who I've been with as my partner. He framed it as though his partner is too spoiled. He's into the bougie lifestyle. And so he likes the ghetto kasi vibe. So Unjeza fits into that. And that's why he's with Unjeza. Sweetheart. Anyway, okay, I ask, so you've been with Unjeza, great. It's like, yeah, so that's why I've been with Unjeza, la bubu, babe. One thing about him here, the meat is finished, we start eating, we are drinking, and again, because I know my friend, we don't know each other, but we know each other because we live in the same neighborhood. We instantly connected. And so I left with them to go back where? Home. Like I said, it was not gonna happen. It was not gonna happen. It was just not gonna happen. So I guess when we left with my friend, he remained with Unjeza and his friend, the three of them in the house. And what happened is that when we left Lapupu's house, we went to another chillers at my neighborhood, Ekasi. Okay, we went to Ekasi for another chillers, and again, mind you, this is my first time experiencing all of this. Every single thing that's happening here is my first time. Oh, seeing people gathered like that, amachillas, brides, everything in that space, that community. It was my first time being exposed to all that. And so Ola Bobo now knew that obviously from the conversations that we've been having. So he starts calling nonstop when he found out that my friend was not my friend at the time, and his friend had taken me to another chillers. Oh, he kept calling. Oh, he kept calling nonstop because he thought somehow they will snatch this cute boy, which they could have. I mean, at that party as well, there were many people who were hitting on me. Oh, there were many people, and there were many people at that time who were interesting to the eye, to me. Like there were people of interest because I was like, you look hot, Wena. Wena, you look hot. In retrospect, were they hot? No. Sorry, guys, but you were not hot. So that's the story of how I first started talking and met Ulabubu. But I'm about to shoot 2 more story times for you guys, and I'm hoping to cap them at 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, because it feels like I blab too much when I see the camera. Show off. When I see the camera, show off, I start speaking too much. So guys, if you enjoyed this story time of how I met Labubu, please do drop a comment of how you met your toxic ex. So, tell me, guys, are you enjoying those story times? If you tell me you're enjoying these story times, there is more to come because I have a lot of things to tell you. So if you enjoyed this story time, drop a like, Mtase. Drop a like. Drop a like. Oh my God. Drop a like and comment and share. It really helps YouTube push my video to wider audiences, because one thing about you guys, I know you want to see me grow all this quality, all this cuteness seen around the world. So do the right thing, Mtase, okay? From me, Sean, that Kappa guy, I love you so much. I can say that now because I've been posting videos and I've been seeing you guys. So I can officially say I love you guys. Like, a bit. I love you more than I love Tilapupu. Bye for now.